Hi, welcome to another lesson for class 7 bio. In this lesson we are going to learn about groups of invertebrates. In our previous lesson we learned about classification, we learned what is classification, and we also learned about kingdom, and then we learned two types of the kingdom. The first type of the kingdom was vertebrates and the second type was invertebrates. And if you remember, I also talk about that invertebrates make the major portion of the animal kingdom. So in this lesson we are going to learn about group of invertebrates. So let's begin. Group of invertebrates are divided into seven main groups like annelids, nematodes, jellyfish, flatworm, arthropods, molluscus, and echinoderm. These are the main groups of invertebrates. All the animals who don't have backbone will fall in any one of these groups. Maybe in certain books sometime a slightly different biological name is used for each group. But on the basis of the property, we divide them in these seven groups which are shown here. So in this lesson, we will talk about the first group, annelids. Here you can see an example of the annelids. If we look at the body structure of this animal, it is not having any type of the bone in it. It's just without bone, so it means there is no backbone as well. It belongs to the annelid group of invertebrates. About the annelids, their body is divided into the segments that are separated by septa. Septa are the internal walls between each segment. If you come back and look at the picture, you can see here are the septa. Zooming in this picture, we can see this is a septa, which is actually the internal wall of all of these. So their body is divided into segments that are separated by septa. Septa are the internal walls between each segment. Second characteristic of annelids is some body segments may carry one or more pair of eyes. It means we can say they have a lot of different number of eyes, and they also have several pairs of antennae and other organs also on them. About the antennae, already we discussed. These are the sensors that different invertebrates use. And sometimes we call this group as Bristol worms also. So if you read somewhere the word Bristol worm, it means Bristol worm or annelid group of invertebrates are the same groups. Here you can see these are annelids. The animals belong to the annelid group. Their body is divided into several segments. They have the segmented body, and like their shape is not usually they are long in shape. Now, if we talk about their ecological role, how they live in an ecosystem, mostly in the ecosystem, they are parasitic. Parasitic means they will get their food from the other organisms, and in return, they will harm these organisms. Now, next is about their food, source of food source from where they get their food. They mostly get from the soil or by breaking down of the material when plants break down, or they sometimes help to break down the plant materials, or they get the food from the aerate soil. Aerate soil mean they make the small holes in the soil that help the soil to absorb the air. So as a result, in back they get their food. So this is what we have in today's lesson. Next time we will learn about another group of invertebrates. Thank you.